Okay, now the Three Musketeers, I know that they're coming. They're coming here very soon. There we go. Now we're going to use Zap, and we're going to use Fire Spirits, and there you go. Hello fellow Clashers, this is Karostime, and welcome to a unique video to my channel. Not super unique to the rest of the YouTube Clash Royale community, but that's okay. To my channel it is new. We're going to be doing a deck breakdown to a deck that I am playing currently in the ladder. Now, normally I would put out a high quality in-depth strategy guide or a tier list at least once a week. This week, I didn't have time, guys. I am so sorry. I actually moved this week and things have been absolutely crazy. It's been seriously crazy. I'm going to be talking about that in a video blog or a vlog coming out here sometime soon. I don't know, you guys will want to pay attention to that. And as you can see, I kind of have like a new setup, and my face doesn't look super red like it has in the past because I have good lighting now. It's been a wild ride. I hope that you guys get to see it. But this is going to be kind of a different style of a video that to my channel at least. So let me know what you guys think about it. If you guys want this, if you want to see these kind of videos more frequently, obviously not in place of my in-depth strategy guides or my tier list, my card tier list, I'm going to be continuing doing those at least once a week. One or the other once a week is what my plan is to do. But would you like these kind of videos supplemental throughout the week? Let me know, yes or no. If you don't want to see it, just tell me. If you want to see it, please let me know. And if you do want to see it, let me know what kind of decks you want to see and what kind of metas you want to see it. Do you want to see it in the ladder where I'm playing in the ladder? Or do you want to see me doing it on some of my lower level accounts? Or would you like me to do classic challenges, messing around with different decks that are kind of unique, or grand challenges? Let me know what you guys want to see. Classic challenges, obviously you want to see grand challenges more few. Anyways, well, you guys know what I'm talking about. So here, this deck, super fun deck. For those of you guys that know me and know what I like to play on the ladder, it is XBow Siege. XBow Siege is such a fun play style if you can pull it off. It does take some high skill, and really you get put into some difficult situations here. Right now I'm facing against a Golem Three Musketeers Battle Ram deck, which should counter my deck horrendously. This should be such a hard matchup for my deck. First of all, XBow decks have a very difficult time against multiple win conditions, so the fact there's Three Musketeers, the Battle Ram, and the Golem, that is tough. That's really tough. But also, this is a beatdown control hybrid deck that I'm facing, and a beatdown deck in itself with the Golem should be very difficult against my Siege deck. It's a slow deck, and I'm playing a medium deck when it comes to the deck speed. That should be a hard counter to my deck. And this is, as you can see, I am really struggling here, but I do end up pulling it off. We'll go ahead and watch that. The key to playing this, obviously, XBow decks are high skill, high reward. They're not easy to pull off, especially in our meta, but this deck I crafted formula to be able to counter the Night Witch meta that is going on just right now. You can see right now, obviously I'm going to be losing that XBow right there. I put that Inferno Tower in hopes of him placing down the Three Musketeers. I wasn't counting his elixir very well, and so obviously that's going to be rough. I know that if he plays down that Golem, I'm really going to be into a difficult situation, and because I'm paying attention to his rotation, I know that he does have that Golem in hand, but I also know that he has the Three Musketeers, and Three Musketeers do a quicker job at getting rid of the tower, so I was likely expecting him to place that, which is why I had those Fire Spirits available. Those Fire Spirits do a great job at countering Three Musketeers, and they also do a really great job at stopping the Battle Ram with the Three Musketeer push, which is one reason why I have them in there. The Zap and the Fire Spirits work very excellently together. So let's go ahead and take a look at the whole deck as a whole. There you see it, XBow primary win condition. As far as win condition support, we have the Pump and the Zap. Now the Pump is acting as Fireball bait or Rocket bait so that I can keep my XBow on there, as well as adding supplemental elixir to help me build up a really big push. And then I have my anti-meta defenses, which is the Inferno Tower for those really big pushes. And then I have the minions, which just do a really good job at handling bats, as well as a lot of different types of win conditions. They do struggle a little bit against golems, but you can actually position them in the right place so that they do not get taken out by that golem splash damage. And I also have the knight as an anti-meta defense. He just provides such great value. And in a defensive deck, it's good to have a lot of anti-meta defensive cards because they do help your primary win condition lock onto that tower. And finally, weaknesses or filler cards. We have the Goblin Gang, which is, you can switch out the Goblin Gang for other cards. I prefer the Goblin Gang right now because of how much damage it does, and then Fire Spirits as well. Zap is maxed out, and because of that, I don't really have to worry about Goblin Gangs or Goblin Barrels or things like that too much. So let's go ahead and jump into a ladder match, guys, and see how this goes. Now, this is all live. I'm talking about this live as it goes, and I am... It's a new skill, so bear with me just a little bit here. But this is going to be fun. Now, I want to be starting out with my pump, and so my goal is to... Whoopsies. Really try and do that. I did put those goblins in the back because I want to try and get cycled. I am a little bit worried about what he's going to place right here, but the fact that he put a log right there... Ooh, okay. And as long as he doesn't have arrows. Ooh, okay. Balloon freeze. I probably did not need to zap that, but I did want to just be a little bit careful. Now, the fact that he played a balloon and a freeze means that I am a little bit ahead on elixir, because I just had to play the zap. Ooh, and then this is going to be even more elixir for me, so that's excellent. He's not quite cycled back to his log, if I am paying attention correctly. There's his Night Witch, so yeah, we're good. His log should be in rotation here shortly, though. We'll place this little elixir collector right here. He's not going to use that as a counter push because his Night Witch is almost dead, and that would be probably not the best option for him. Now, he's not placing a miner, and he's not placing any type of a spell. And so I think that we're actually really good and safe with this elixir collector. My best guess is he doesn't have the elixir to really be able to really do something like that. Ooh, I did not think about this. Okay, so the fact that he has the balloons right there is going to cause a little bit of an issue for us, but we'll be fine. We will let that baby dragon just deal some damage onto the tower, and we're gonna pump up. I'm playing a medium speed deck, and it's actually a little bit close to the heavy side, and as such, it's important for me to be willing to allow them to do some damage to my tower as a sacrifice so that I can try and build up a push myself and make things a little bit difficult on them. That baby dragon wasn't going to be doing enough damage to really cause an issue. Okay, so the baby dragon locked on to my XBow, which in this case is actually a really good thing. You'll see right there, I did not know that he had the barbarians. We'll place those right there and get rid of that Night Witch. Okay, I could have probably put down another XBow, but we'll go ahead and apply some more pressure right here. He's gonna put a Night Witch in the back, and where's the balloon? Okay, there's the... He's not going to. Okay, well then, let's place this right here, and the balloon's right there. Ooh, right after that too. Come on, there we go. We'll place that knight right there as a distraction for the baby dragon. That was a little bit of a weird deck situation. I'm not used to facing balloon freeze in the ladder, but there you guys go. I got plenty of expos down. You can see right there the fact that he did not have a high damage spell really made things a little bit difficult for him. Because I do have that fireball in the back there, and that really does take advantage of some... But the deck really does take advantage of decks that do not have a high damage spell, but it also makes it so that I can actually survive if they do have the fireball or the rocket, because then they're not targeting my XBow. A rocket versus my XBow, it just totally neutralizes it, and so that's why I have that elixir collector in there. It works kind of a dual thing right there. There we go. Okay, do some clan maintenance here while we're watching this. Okay, so we're facing again someone from SDK. This should be an interesting match. Once again, do not have that elixir collector. I'd really like to have that in the back, but let's go ahead and just wait and see what he does. He might not. He's playing smart here. Okay, well, we'll split this goblin gang. The reason why I split it is because it adds a little bit of a defense on both sides of things. Just kind of makes it difficult on him. Okay. Okay, well, I'll save... I probably could have put the minions a little bit on the left-hand side. Princess back there. That does make things a little bit awkward. He's not doing anything too threatening, and as such, I'm going to place these fire spirits right here. It's going to be... Oh, another balloon deck. What in the world is up with this? Okay, this is going to be a little bit tough. Come on, get rid of the giant. Does he have the zap? Okay. Okay, we're good. Wow, that was 2 balloon decks. What's up with that, guys? That's kind of weird. This is going to be a little bit difficult, though. He does have a multi-win condition. It's actually a hybrid deck, a beatdown control hybrid deck. And because he has that, it's going to be difficult for me because a single XBow does a really difficult time against this type of a situation. Now, the fact that he has the Tombstone, that also makes things difficult because it's such a good defensive option, even against the Tombstone, which isn't normally super... you wouldn't think about that. Anyways, so here we have that, and we're gonna place that. Now I position my XBow and my Inferno Tower just right into the right position so that the giant placed right at the bridge would actually lock onto my Inferno Tower instead of my XBow. That's one tiny little detail that really helps make the difference in Okay, now I placed that elixir collector first so I could cycle back to that elixir collector while getting rid of that princess, rather than just getting rid of the princess in the first place. Okay, XBow into position right there, and then if he plays down that balloon, oops, now he's going to place those arrows and get a lot of value out of it. Okay. Come on, get rid of the balloon, and... Okay. This is a good situation. I've got a lot of elixir building up. His balloon is not in position, which means that we're going to be able to place this Inferno Tower. He's going to put the giant right there. And that skeleton pushed the giant just a little bit over there, which made it so that did not connect. That is unfortunate. Right when I tell you guys, those minute, tiny little details are what make the difference. But that's okay. That's okay. He's going to get value out of those arrows once again. We're going to zap the balloon and get rid of it. Just wait 1 second for that balloon to pop. And then place down that XBow. We have our... There we go. Okay. That should get rid of the giant just nicely. Now he does have quite the defense going on right there. That tombstone, that's difficult for me to get around. I'm actually going to zap that just so that I can get locked on there. And... I think that this is going to be the match for us, guys. Unless he plays down the balloon. At that case, we do have another right there. Or there we go. There we go. Another XBow. Dual XBows. Didn't need it, but just in case, I just wanted to be able to get a little bit. He didn't have enough elixir to place down a distraction card, a distraction ground card, as well as the balloon. And as such, I placed that down so that if he did place down the balloon to get rid of my one XBow, the other XBow should theoretically have been able to lock onto the tower, finish it off before the balloon completely took it out. Okay, so far we got a couple of wins here. This is good. This is good. Facing some balloon decks. Giant balloon, I haven't seen that in a while. But hybrid decks, they're making a comeback, guys. They really are. Hey, I'm facing against KT. What do you know? KT. Mr. KT. Let's see who the best KT is. Kairos time versus KT. We'll place down the pump in the very, very back and just wait for some type of like miner or something, or fireball, or... Okay, well, he's just going to do that. We'll zap it. I'm not concerned about goblin barrels because of my maxed out zap. One thing about playing on a ladder, is it maxing out, choosing which card to max out first? Okay, this is an awesome opportunity, actually. The fact that he put that fireball right there is really good. I don't know what he has. He's going to put down the Inferno Tower. Well, I would have been better off without that then, but that's okay. We'll place down these guys. We're going to get rid of that Inferno Tower. He's spent 8 elixir. And that is just not enough. It's just not a good situation for him. And now I could have zapped those, and I probably should have, but I decided to put something down that he would have to answer to. Right now I'm keeping up the pressure on him, and that's really important. Using a spell actually slows down the match, whereas using something to counter push like that speeds it up. And that makes it where I have a slower cycle than he does. I want to apply the pressure when I have the advantage. Because that, ooh, this is going to make it difficult. He's going to place down that miner, and we'll place this right here. I do not have... Come on, little spear goblins. Cool, that was good. Okay, so now I have to pay attention to the fact that he does have the minion horde. Obviously, the fire spirits are going to be... I'm going to want to save those for the minion horde. Or as well as zap or minions, one of the two. But I'm gonna have to do something different for the princess. Okay, he's just gonna put down a skeleton army, which is not a great option for him. Come on, we'll zap that, get rid of those. Oh, very good. I should have thought about that actually. His best option in his hand was to place down that Inferno Tower, but now we were able to do a little bit of a split push. Okay, that almost worked for him. We'll zap that. Okay, he's trying to sneak me. He's trying to sneak that Goblin Barrel in with that Fireball. Very sneaky. But two can play at that game. There we go. Make sure to... What I did is I flagged that Inferno Tower as a key card, which I talked about in my... which is something I talked about in my counting cards guide. And there we go. And so, as such, I knew that his Inferno Tower was going to be placed. He's going to have the Inferno Tower when I have the XBow in my hand because his deck plays faster than mine. As such, I knew that he had that, and so I had to have something ready. I didn't place my XBow as soon as I had the elixir for it. I made sure that I was able to also place those minions in there in front of the XBow so that the Inferno Tower would lock onto it. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Like I said, totally unique to my, well, different to my channel, or different for my channel, not unique to my channel. And so I just want to know what you guys think, and let me know what you think about the new setup. You guys are absolutely fantastic. This is Kairos Time ticking by. We will see you in the arena.